Offshore sailing at night. Here's some tips.
Sailing. Virgin.
Hi, I'm James.
I'm Marco.
We're Sailing Virgins.
We just left from Antigua now. We got on a starboard side and we're heading out through the night at sunset for 80-mile passage up to St Barths.
So because it's a night passage, we thought we'd give you some tips to improve your sailing at night. So let's have a look at them. So to prepare the boat for an offshore passage, you really need to lash everything down. We've got our dinghy up and it's lashed down, ready for bad weather. You also need to have your lee cloths. It's really good to have your lee cloths so you can get a good night's sleep. And also things like head lamps and stuff like that.
Safety wise, you also want to make sure your EPIRB is ready to go. You know, your crew members know where it is. Make sure your life raft is ready to go. All those kind of things.
Yeah.
Right, so with food, important, keep it simple. It sounds silly, but don't forget to eat. And you can prepare your food well before. That really helps out. Living life at an angle, trying to cook can be a tricky one.
So just for seasickness on a long passage, if you're taking scopolamine patches or you've got Dramamine or whatever drugs, make sure you take them. If you're going to throw up, make people throw up in a bucket. You don't want people throwing up over the side when you're on a night passage or anything like that. And tell people to look at the horizon if they're feeling a bit queasy and get them behind the wheel if needs be. And you can always chew on raw ginger. Raw ginger's super powerful, it works.
Kicks ya.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ship's log, super important. Keep a constant log. This is going to help you out if you get struck by lightning or your electronics go. You really need to know where you are. Having a ship's log will tell you that. Also, if shit really hits the fan, you end up in front of the courtroom or anything like that, having a ship's log is going to show that you're a competent skipper and you were looking after your crew correctly, right?
One thing that's absolutely crucial at night is to wear your deck vest. From when it's dusk to when it's dawn, right through the night, you'll be wearing your deck vest and leashes. You'll be leashed to the boat when you're sailing it. It's about 45 minutes later. We had to send the drone up so Forrest could get some amazing footage heading around the boat at sunset. So nice. The next point is passage planning. So passage planning we covered in episode 24. It's always important, but on a night like offshore journey, it's even more consequential, and therefore it's more important to do a passage plan.
Another thing you can tap on when you're doing the passage plan is looking for safe havens. So if you got an overnight passage, we got the kits just over here. We know that if the big squall comes in, something bad happens, sail tears, we have a safe haven we can just head to where we can be safe for the night, wait till sunrise, sort the situation out.
Yeah.
Whenever you're going into the night, you always want to go in quite conservative. It's not fun doing sail changes in the evening when it's in the dark, when a squall hits you or something. It's not fun waking up your crew members to come out in the dark, in the rain to do a sail change. So I really recommend going one reef lower than you usually would in the day, and then you can play with the jib. The jib is really easy to furl and unfurl, so you can use that to control your speed. If you see a squall coming or something, bring in a bit of jib and be prepared.
So tonight we've got 25 knots. We're expecting to see 25 knots. We've got 3 reefs. In the daytime we might get away with 2, but we've got 3 just to keep things nice and conservative. So it's really important to set up a night watch system, a schedule. You want to have someone who's on. We have 3 hours on, 6 hours off. You could have 2 hours on, 6 hours off, or 4 hours on, 4 hours off. So we have 3 and 6, and so somebody's on the wheel for 3 hours or looking after the boat for 3 hours, and then they're supporting for 3 hours, and then they're sleeping for 3 hours. And it's really important when you've got your time off, you have your time off, you get refreshed, you have good sleep. So a night watch system that's really kind of regimented is really important. Yeah.
Night vision is crucial. Looking on your phone, having bright lights in your eyes, basically what we have right now kind of totally stuffs that up, right?
We've literally got 6 torches on us right now.
Handheld torches, head torches, everything is on our face right now, and I cannot see anything. Your night vision is actually really good as a human, and if you let yourself adapt to it, your pupils open and you can see more than you would ever believe, especially on a dark night, right? So earlier on we had a super fast ferry that just came past, and it was at the sunset and we were looking at our phones, not having a good look around. Who would have known, It's super fast. Literally within 2 minutes it was on top of us. We had to alter our course to get out of its way, his way, her way, that way. You know what I'm saying? So red lights are really good for night vision because it keeps your pupils quite big. So I really recommend having a head torch handy with the red lights on it. This helps a lot. A good vision and lookout, you know, all the time. Looking up for other lights. If your night vision is on, you will see a light quite quickly. And just try avoid time on your phone if you really got to. Put that brightness all the way down.
Your navigation lights at night are really important. We like it tricolour because it sits right at the top of the mast. It's easy to see from a long distance and it won't get damaged by water. But if you can also have your running lights instead of the tricolour, but just be seen. That's the main thing sailing at night.
Yeah. All right. So the last point we're going to talk about is when to wake the skipper. So if you're the skipper and you're telling your crew members, you know, you got someone at the helm, someone looking after him or her, and it's very important to let them know that they got to wake you up at any time. If they hear anything weird at all at any time, wake you up, you know, and make them feel as comfortable as you can. I always tell my guests or people who are sailing with me, wake me up for anything, even if you just miss your mom. If you miss your mom and you want a hug, bro, wake me up.
I miss my mom!
That's what I'm talking about. This is real seamanship, you know. Look after your crew, look after your team.
Where would I be without you?
Oh, this is so many holes in this bread. What's going on? I can't put honey on that. Look at this. So we just got in at about 4 a.m. this morning into St Barths. It was an amazing crossing, stars and shooting stars. You sure met
Broad reach, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So we're here in St Barths now. We're going to get some bikes, go exploring. So yeah, let's have a look. So we're just about to go for a ride around St Barths. Just before we do, I want to mention that we've got a Patreon account up and running now. So we want to be able to spend even more time with you. We're going to have an exclusive 1 hour live chat each month to answer any questions you might have.
The kind of questions you might have during this 1 hour live chat that you can ask James is if you want to buy a new boat, if you want to take the time to ask him if you want to go to a new location, he might know someone in the area who can help you out. Any questions related to sailing, James will be able to help you out during that 1 hour live chat exclusive for the Patreons.
Yeah, so there's also things like free gear and that sort of stuff, discounts on courses, and our grateful appreciation to allow us to continue doing this. So anyway, Mark is going to take these guys around the island. Hope you enjoy this.
We're gonna send it! So this week's students, we got Chris from Boston, we got Mike from Pennsylvania, and we got Dan from El Salvador / Chicago. Let's hit it.
No, that's not it.
Oh,
El Salvador and Austin, Texas.
Okay.
behind the camera we got Forrest from Australia, and I'm Marco from South Africa. Let's smash.
Wait.
Yeah, start from left to right, okay?
How do you start this one?
I think I f***ed mine up.
How do you start it?
Yeah, all good.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray. The day you walked away, you were the clock that was.
First stop, we're at Shalona Beach, gonna have a quick swim, potential cocktail. Check it out.
Your feelings changed like the weather. Went from clear to gray, all that time of day. How can I go on with the cup falling apart? Love so hard to find when someone's on your mind. Listen, baby, your wish is my command.
Alright, so now we cooled off, had a swim. We already lost each other twice, so going super well, but heading out.
Passage plan.
What's happening?
failed.
Passage plan failed.
What's happening, Chris? We lost you again, bro.
We need to change up the system. I can't be in the back.
I can see it there, waving unaware of problems that have a tendency to keep the truth far from our mind. You need someone you can believe in. This I do declare. Trust me, I'll be there. The road that leads to heaven can be so steep. I will help you climb, change your state of mind. Listen, baby, your wish is my command.
End to the day. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers.
Your wish is my command. Can I do to make my baby understand? Your wish is my command.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and that adventure in St Barths. We sure did have a good time. If you liked the video, you learned something, be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your mates about it, and catch us next time for another video. Sweet!
Sailing. Virgin. Yeah.